For October 2014, this is CTA News in Review. The CTA unveiled its first ever all-electric powered buses in October. The two new buses provide a cleaner, quieter ride that reduces fuel costs and significantly decreases emissions, improving air quality for customers and the general public. The CTA is the first of any major U.S. transit agency to use all-electric powered buses as part of a regular service. The electric buses are part of CTA's ongoing modernization of its bus fleet, announced by Mayor Emanuel in June 2012. The buses can travel 80 to 120 miles on a single charge and are expected to save the CTA more than $25,000 annually in net fuel cost per bus. CTA President Forrest Claypool proposed a balanced $1.44 billion budget for 2015 that for the fourth year in a row maintains or improves transit service levels and holds the line on base fares. The 2015 proposed budget includes expanded rail service to meet growing rail ridership, expected to increase by over 2 million rides in 2015. Rail service for 2015 includes additional morning and evening rush hour trips on the red, blue, brown, and orange lines, as well as additional service on other lines. The agency in 2015 will continue with more than $5 billion in system improvement projects completed, begun, or announced since 2011, including rehabilitating rail stations and building new ones, modernizing rail and bus fleets, adding new technologies to improve the commuting experience, and bringing the agency's massive infrastructure into a state of good repair to improve reliability and safety. The CTA became the first Chicago sister agency to raise the minimum wage for all CTA contractors and subcontractors to $13 an hour, following an executive order signed by Mayor Rahm Emanuel in September that requires a $13 per hour minimum wage for similar work performed under City of Chicago contracts. The ordinance takes effect for CTA contracts advertised starting November 15, 2014. The CTA will establish rules to monitor compliance with the ordinance. Contractors and subcontractors who do not comply with the ordinance will risk losing their CTA business. Transit users across Chicagoland will be able to fully access CTA, Metra, and Pace from the smartphone in their pocket starting next year, thanks to a first-ever Ventra Mobile App that can be used to pay for rides on all three transit systems with a few taps on their mobile devices. The Ventra Mobile App, approved by the CTA board, will provide riders a one-stop shopping experience, allowing users to add transit value and load passes on their Ventra card, check account balances, and receive real-time account alerts. The free app, which will be developed by the CTA, Metra, and Pace, will be available for use on Apple and Android smartphones and tablets. The mobile app will be rolled out in phases, starting in the first half of 2015. By early 2016, the app will allow customers to download a virtual Ventra card onto their near-field communications-compatible mobile devices, which will allow them to pay for rides directly from the Ventra app by touching the phone or device to a Ventra reader. The CTA reopened the newly renovated, modernized California station as part of Mayor Emanuel's $492 million Your New Blue program. California, completed on time and within budget, is the first of 13 station renovations included in Your New Blue. The CTA also began major renovation work in October on the Damon Blue Line station, which required the station to be temporarily closed until December 22nd. Renovation work on the Western O'Hare branch station will also be completed in December. That station underwent major upgrades in 2001 and will remain open throughout the modernization work. Your New Blue is an unprecedented investment in the O'Hare branch to provide faster commutes, more reliable service, and a more welcoming environment for Blue Line riders. The station work follows extensive track upgrades completed last summer between the Damon and Logan Square stations to increase train speeds and improve reliability. The Chicago Police Department and CTA announced a counterterrorism effort being launched to further ensure security and safety on the city's public transportation system. Through the new federally funded initiative, teams of officers will be deployed to high-traffic CTA rail stations several times a week to conduct quick, randomized swab tests of bags to detect possible explosive materials. A similar process is also used by transit systems in New York and Washington, D.C. and Chicago's Amtrak station, and efforts undertaken during large events in Chicago. The Chicago Police Department is administering the program. For all your breaking CTA news, go to transitchicago.com/news and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.